Hey, welcome back to DLTV. In this black bag lunchbox ordeal, recycled plastic save the earth. I have 6 video games that range from super highly underrated games that everyone should play, or at least try to get their hands on, because some of them are pretty hard to get a hold of. 3 of them are like that, and the other 3 are just, you would never guess of how underrated and how great they are. So, we're going to get our natural, or at least Derek's natural reaction on what they are. So, I'm going to crack the seal and open up this loot box with all my microtransactions that I saved up my mom's credit card for. So, with that one key gone, I don't know where to start.
Peeking. I have not seen these.
Derek has it. I kept it in secrecy.
I own them, but Lee didn't tell me which ones they are, so these are all secret. Why didn't you do that before, you turd? Now,
Derek, please, once I show you these, I want you to ramble off what you know about it.
Okay.
How you feel about the video game. Maybe some dumb facts that most people wouldn't really care about, but we know.
Okay.
Kind of like encyclopedias of video game knowledge.
Okay.
But here's the first one. And I think everyone should have played this game at one point. I at least saw some sort of trailer or celebrity cameo, voice actor over, or whatever you want to call it, voice over.
Yes. So,
tell me about Derek.
Brutal Legend. This is a Jack Black beat 'em up RTS style fantastic game. This game literally has everything you could possibly imagine about rock and roll in it, and metal. It's got like Ozzy, it's got Lemmy, it's got like every huge metal band from the 80s, the 90s in it. It's got like everything. It's got one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. Now, the gameplay and the story is like super bonkers weird, and the loading times are horrible, especially on the PS3 version. I got this, it came with for free when I bought a PS3, but this game, oh my gosh, I can't recommend this game enough. This is a phenomenal gaming experience. Lee, have you played this?
I have only seen trailers but never played, but those cutscenes are really hilarious from what I've heard and seen.
I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the game, but just not many people
probably
played it.
Looked past it, probably saw it and like, nope, that kind of looks weird.
Yeah.
So Derek, don't look.
I'm not looking.
Now, I know most of our viewers probably are not huge Nintendo Wii fans, but this game...
is it Wii Sports?
Yes. We're going to do... You can open up Mad World.
Mad World.
Derek, I know this game was hard to come by.
Yeah, like this is a very good example of a phenomenal game that just didn't sell well. Like, you have to think that at the time Nintendo was really pushing for
like family-oriented,
yeah, like family-oriented games, and you see like Mad World with like a bloody chainsaw and like it's rated M, like no one's gonna buy this. And you have to look at the install size of the Wii. So how many of them were out there, and the fact that this sold like well under 100,000 copies. I think it was like 60 or 70,000 copies. You can't quote me on it, but this is a phenomenal game made by Sega. Like, this is an awesome game. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry, Lee. But this game is so cool. Like, you use the motion controls in super cool ways. Basically, it's kind of like an apocalypse where the world's ending, and you have like these supreme overlords that are like, the only way you're gonna live is if you go into a tournament and kill literally everyone. So the entire campaign has no loading screens in between it. It is just pure absolute mayhem for hours, killing people. It's in a super cool black and white art style with the blood in red. It's so cool. The contrast in this game is awesome. I love this game. Highly underrated. No one really talks about it.
Maybe all the boogies in the whole world wanted to play this game, and it finally came out on Super Nintendo. Now, Derek, we've played this game for so long. I've always wondered why the families in the United States said that this game was way too graphic, too much partial nudity.
I have a feeling I know which game this is.
I'm still very confused. Like, it's probably our favorite game, Dragon's Crown. Oh, yes. Dragon's Crown.
Dragon's Crown. Atlas game. this game has the weirdest art style you can possibly imagine. Like, how did we describe this, Lee?
If you gave a 14-year-old the ability to make a comic book, anime comic book,
Yeah.
to make a game.
Raging hormone 14-year-old. Like, that's the only way I can describe this. But we're huge fans of Diablo, and playing games in couch co-op, that's like our thing. And this game being a phenomenal 2D side-scrolling RPG with an awesome story and super cool characters and the looting, and the fact that it's a PS3 exclusive that has couch co-op is weird to think of. I mean, at the time they weren't really doing too much couch co-op, and especially in an RPG on the PS3. You can only get it here. This game, highly underrated. Kind of hard to find too. I mean, it took me.
You would say it's harder to find Mad?
No,
Which
Mad
one?
World. Mad World was harder to find for me personally. I'm sure someone would be like, "Oh, I found that 5 times I went there." But for me, like, this game was not as hard as Mad World, but pretty difficult. It took me about a year of like solid looking. I saw it at GameStop, but I'm not gonna pay $35 for it. Not gonna happen. So I paid about like $12 at a
Secondhand.
yeah, secondhand kind of thrift store kind of deal. So highly underrated, amazing game. That's phenomenal. Okay.
Derek, now some people may lose their minds over this, but it's not about people losing their minds. It's about sending a message to all the viewers.
Okay.
Now, these next 3 games, I think, are the most underrated video games ever. Yet, they costed little to nothing. All you had to do is buy a freaking Whopper.
I know what I'm talking
I think you already know what I'm talking about. These games,
Yes.
all 3 of them,
Yeah,
were
dude.
phenomenal games. Like, I don't, Sneak King, Pocket Racer, Big Bumpin', like, for free, and they were cross-compatible between the original Xbox and 360. Like, how are these games just not, like, why aren't these still around anymore? Even
So-
like, I mean, not these ones, but like these styles.
I think like from what I would recall on this one and like some of the research I've done behind these, this was like a huge marketing campaign for Microsoft, and what they were doing was, since the Xbox 360 came out an entire year before the Wii and the PS3 did, Microsoft was like, let's do something cool that a bunch of people are going to go out and they're kind of going to forget about the Wii and the PS3, and they're going to be like, oh, the Xbox, like, I want to play this instead. And to be honest, I remember when these games came out and I had the PS3, I was not playing my PS3, I was playing these games. These were awesome. They were like $1 or $2 when you bought a meal. Yeah.
They just came with it. Like, these were all, like, Sneak King's kind of creepy, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
it was a phenomenal game. Like, for free almost.
Mhm.
You just had to buy a freaking Whopper and you got them.
Yeah, like Big Bumpin', the easiest way I can explain it is it's kind of like what you see, what is it, bumper cars
Yeah,
technically?
bumper cars.
Yeah, it's like bumper cars, and you just play a bunch of different options. They're not great games to begin with. But they are super fun if you play it with friends. Like, they don't have a lot of replay value, but like, if you're drunk and you want to play a game, this is one of the ones to play. Tell me about Pocket Bike Racer. I mean, I played this game quite a bit, but I never played Sneak King.
Pocket Racer, I mean, it's just like your stereotypical race car game. You're obviously racing to be number 1, but it's a battle. I remember there's some power-ups you pick up. You can launch them at, like, the chicken, because they're trying to advertise their chicken fries at the time. Like, you get to play as the king. It's just a great racing game. I mean, I get bored playing, like, super realistic simulator race style games where I have to make sure my tire pressure and tire temperature is just right so I can take that corner at
Not my
120. But like, there's no fun, like, what's another, Simpsons Road Rage.
Yeah, that's another good one
I mean,
too.
it wasn't
I've got
really
that.
always racing around. It's still kind of open world. You just go mission to mission, not really racing, but doing stuff.
Yeah, the
Or
one
throwing
thing
stuff.
the one thing I liked about this game was the fact that it was just different. Like, it was so kooky and weird, and you're just like, why would I buy this? And then I had it home and I was like, I played this over any PS3 game I had at launch. There was like 1 or 2 games. I played this that whole weekend. I mean, the Wii was cool with Wii Sports and stuff, but man, I remember spending a ton of time with this. This was super cool. This game was awesome. What about Sneak King?
Weird thing about Hitman, but you're surprising people instead of death, but with a whopper. That's all I could really think about. You're just sneaking up on random individuals, and there's cutscenes of the king just, poof, here's a whopper for you, okay, bye. And that was really about it. Each one had, you couldn't get spotted by a certain individual in the game, but just a great, like, for games that were essentially free and so underrated that they kind of just disappeared after the promotion went away. Yeah,
like everywhere you go,
every
you will find these games everywhere. They're always $1, but like I don't know, no one talks about them. I don't know why. These were awesome games, and here's a fun fact: these and this is crazy. This disc right here, you only get one of them. This plays on the OG Xbox and the 360, but some of you will say, oh, well, it plays on the 360 with backwards compatibility. No, it has an entire build for the Xbox, and it has an entirely different build for the 360. One supports 480p, and then one will do above that. So that is a super cool fact. Like, I don't know any other game that even does that has two builds of the same game for the Xbox and the 360. So, I mean, that's just cool to me.
I don't know, Derek. Maybe you think once we get, you know, a capture card that works,
maybe show some gameplay?
Show some gameplay of these phenomenal games, and people could finally see. Hopefully with our funny commentary, because I think we're pretty funny guys.
Yeah.
Besides, you know.
Well, you know how we're going to be able to afford the capture card for that, right? For you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel, shameless plug.
Oh, nice. Don't forget, please like, comment, subscribe, share it to all your friends, family members, and all that. Remember to watch till the end of the video. Like, I can't stress it enough. Please help us out. Like, we're having a blast. Hopefully you guys are having a blast, even though our average viewership is 4 minutes.
We're not going to talk about it.
But hey, thanks for watching again. Of the kindness of your hearts. DLTV out! Deuces!